The High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja has issued a restraining order against members of the All Progressive Congress in Cross River and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, barring them from enforcing a controversial resolution aimed at removing the state party chairman, Alphonsus Ogar Eba.
Now, this legal twist follows a dramatic vote of no confidence passed by members of the State Executive Committee who claim to have ousted Eba and installed an acting chairman, Ntufam Ekum Ogoju, Ojogu, I beg your pardon. The claimant Eba had approached the court through a motion ex parte filed by his counsel, Ayotunde Ogunleye San, seeking protection from what he described as an unlawful resolution dated November 26, 2025, which allegedly sought to prevent him from carrying out his duties as the APC chairman in Cross River State. Well, this morning, we do have the chairman of the APC in Cross River State, Honorable Alphonsus Ogar Eba, who is also known as the political evangelist. He joins us this morning with all smiles and ready to talk about the current situation of the economy, his own travails concerning maintaining or retaining his seat as APC chairman in Cross River, and not forgetting to speaking about the recent happenings, especially in the Federal Capital Territory. Once again, welcome and thank you for being here. Well, I'm told that we seem to have a network connectivity issue with our guest, but we hope that he will be able to get back online and speak with us. As for us here in the studios, I think the conversation will really look quite colorful in the aspect of talking about the recent reforms that's coming in January, what the APC members are saying about it. We've seen some of the reactions already on social media. Take, for instance, the SSA to the president has said that is one that will definitely bring about great changes. We've also seen other APC stakeholders and stalwarts also calling it one that will bring about the perfect change that Nigerians truly need, especially when it comes to taxation and boosting the economy. We also look at the political landscape. Currently, we do have the governor of Plateau State who is moving to the APC as well. And then, I don't know if you saw the video of former Minister of Labour, Chris Ngige, who, as soon as he got his exit from the prison, he went straight to the APC meeting, and he appeared
was in
there.
High spirits.
Yeah, high spirits. He was from outside looking in. I don't know if he eventually got in.
But I'm very interested in this conversation we're about to have with the political evangelist, because all seems to be well in paradise talking about the APC. So I wonder why APC members are taking themselves to court. What's the bone of contention? What is really happening? And would he claim that part of his achievement as a chairman of the state APC is his ability? How much role did he play in making his governor defect from the People's Democratic Party to the APC, and what steps will be taken next after this court case? It would be great to hear from a man involved in this issue personally, who has a personal stake here, and of course a scorecard of the administration as we inch towards 2027 and what's happening in Cross River State. Yes.
Well, I'm hoping that we can connect with him and have that conversation and see exactly why it is that they passed the vote of no confidence and what the plan is, and where he stands. He's spoken before. This is not our first time interviewing him. He's spoken so passionately about the APC, his belief in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his belief in the party, and it'll be interesting to find out if that position still stands and what his political career will be looking like going from here forward. We're just having a bit of connection issue with him, and we hope that that can be sorted. Also, it'd be great to hear his thoughts regarding a number of the things that have happened within the country. For example, the courts affirming the ability of the president to declare state, not just declare a state of emergency, but also to suspend democratically elected governors, and the juxtaposing this with the fact that a number of governors are moving to the All Progressives Congress, and citizens are expressing the fear of us being a one-party state. These are the areas of the conversation that we're hoping to explore, and let's see what happens from there on.
Okay. We'll soon try and re-establish connection with the APC State Party Chairman in Cross River State, Alphonsus Ogar Eba, to join us on this very important discussion we're about to have this morning.
All right, we have connection with him now. Thank you very much for joining us, Honorable Alphonsus Ogar Eba. Let's start with, what has happened first. Was a vote of no confidence passed against you? And, what has been the position regarding your chairmanship in the All Progressives Party in Cross River State?
To God be the glory. To God be the glory. It is true that an illegal and unconstitutional vote of no confidence, which runs contrary to Article 17(1), Roman figure 5, and Article 12(9), Roman figure 32, was purportedly passed on the 26th day of November by some small portion of what constitutes a state executive committee. If you take a community reading of the articles I have mentioned to, particularly Article 12(9), Roman figure 32, the composition of the members of the state executive committee in Cross River State is about 300. So if 30 persons gather to say they have passed a vote of no confidence, it is not even up to 1/3 to talk about the 2/3 that is required. That is illegal, and that settles that issue. So the question, whether I still believe in Tinubu, I am an unrepentant. I had
All right, thank you, Sergey, for that. We'll now continue with the conversation we began earlier regarding the chairmanship of the APC chairman in Cross River State. We have Honorable Alphonsus Ogar Eba, who's joined us again, and we hope that we can have a stable conversation now. Before we went, we had that technical disruption. You had explained that the 30 members who had passed the vote of no confidence did not make up to 1/3, talk more of the required 2/3. Now you're about to answer, the other part of the question, but I just want to push back on that a little. Why do you think that there were even up to 30 of them that passed the vote of no confidence? Is it that they do not trust in your leadership, or would you say it's a political strategy? And if yes, from whom?
In fact, I sympathize with my colleagues, many of whom ate and dined with me a few days before then, came crying to me that they were called to government house by the chief of staff and were told that the system no longer needs me. They cried. I have text messages. I have videos on how my colleagues came to me to say, what is happening? You have worked so well. Why does the system not need you again? And I told them, don't worry. God will speak for us. It is not as if they lack any confidence in me. But the truth is that we are in very trying moments. A lot of them said no. I got nothing less than about 24 of them who came to me and said they will never do this. But when they started threatening them, when they started saying, oh, the powers that be do not want you again, they were concerned about their meals. And they told me, please, please, we will only join you in prayers. I returned to God knowing that my faith in God is very strong. And I have been praying. And only yesterday, God, who has always answered my prayers, did the unimaginable that the FCT High Court here gave a restraining order, nullifying that resolution, and ordering that nothing should be done to my tenure. I return all glory to God.
Who is the day?
Giving a further order that the next meeting I'm supposed to attend today, I should be allowed to attend. And if any extension is going to be granted, I should benefit from the extension, which has always been the fear of the system. I am a very loyal person to the governor. I don't know where the devil has come up with all these issues, but I trust in God. The Bible said they will surely gather, but because the gathering is not authorized by God, they will surely fail. I am a die-hard supporter of Asiwaju I am a die-hard supporter of Governor Otu. I brought a party that was in fracture, that was in faction. In 2021, I brought it together. Through my evangelism of peace, love, unity, and growth today, my greatest enemies or opponent will tell you, this young man has done magic in Cross River State. If this is going to be the reward of man, I leave it in the hands of God. My tenure ordinarily expired on the 16th of October, and I did Thanksgiving. I called out all my colleagues and we praise God. The little extension that has been given to us today in the party by INEC, the national chairman met with us on the 9th and said we are no longer chairman, but we are caretaker. And that because we enjoy this extension from the INEC, nobody can tamper with our tenure. And so that is what we enjoy. Today, the INEC meeting has been fixed. And I was taken aback after I've been invited to go for the INEC. And then I saw my deputy, who is parading himself as acting chairman, being called a few days ago to get a letter. And so I had to rush to court because Section 6, Section 6B, Section 46 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria gives me the opportunity to so do.
Okay, do you have any issues with Chief Emmanuel Iromba, who happens to be, Emmanuel Iromba rather, who happens to be the Chief of Staff? Yeah. Do you have any issues with him? Is there any problem? Are you guys at loggerheads? Could he be the one who's orchestrating all of this drama?
And what's your relationship with Prince Bassey?
I must say with the fear of God that I did not believe before now that I had any issue with him. In fact, I call him the spiritual leader of the party because in my ecclesiastic method, I say the governor is the political God the father, while Ayomba is the spiritual leader, and I'm only the political godson. So it is Trinitarianism we practice in Cross River State. There is nothing I have done to the best of my knowledge that should infuriate him. But recently, when the former governor of Cross River State came in after he has handed over power to attend the wedding of the stepson of the governor, he had discussed with me and he has told the governor about a reception for him. And by the grace of God, I shared with the governor and got the approval of the governor to invite people to receive a governor who handed over power in 2023 and has never come to the state. And this was his first visit. I saw it as a moment of halcyonism. I saw it as a moment of coagulation. And therefore the joy that should herald at was that the former governor and the present governor, whom a lot of people were thinking were not on the same page, they were now coming together to seal the bond of love, which is my peace, love, unity, and growth of APC. But Emmanuel Ayomba saw me and harassed me and said, instead of you coming to receive national officers of the party, you are posting messages, say people should come and receive Governor Ayade. And I was shocked. I said, what has that got to do with that? I spoke with the national officers. They told me they will come on the 8th, on the 7th. I didn't know they were coming on the 6th. Please don't use that against me. In any case, here we are as a family. Little did I know that rumors went round that I gave too much prominence to the former governor. That why will a former governor be received with that kind of fanfare? That to them it is disloyalty to the present governor. And I said, no. You must distinguish between gratitude and loyalty. I owe gratitude to the former governor. The book of Luke 17:11-19 is very clear. Jesus healed the 10 lepers. Only one returned to thank, and Jesus said, where are the remaining 9? To Governor 2, I owe loyalty because loyalty is a subject of authority. The book of Romans 13:1-7 is very clear. Subject yourself to those in authority. There is no leadership contest between Governor Ayade and Governor 2. And I don't want anybody to bring this narrative. 2 of them are our leaders. We need them to be united to deliver Siwaju, to keep the party together. And that is the role I have been playing. I say again on national television that my governor is being misled. But let him know that it is the same me that did everything for him to sit as governor. He was disqualified on the eve of the primaries. I used all the powers that be and my might, and the grace of God to clear him, to deliver him. If this is the thank you he wants to give to me, I leave it again to the hands of God. But I remain loyal to him. I am the first state chairman to endorse a sitting governor and his deputy. In this country, the records are there. I have given my blessing to the governor. I cannot work against him again. And so people should know who Alphonsus Ogar Eba is. My character, my integrity. Even if the governor tells me today, I do not want you again, I will say, thank you, Your Excellency. What have I done? Even if he gives me no reason, I will say, let me go. But to go and allege, when I came and complained to you and the chief of staff, that chapter ESCO members and ward ESCOs came and complained to us in the party, and the minute of the party is here, I will send to you to scan and see that chapter chairman were not remitting the monies we normally give to them. And I carried out investigation and discovered that it is true. And I said, we will hold your salary until you come and explain why you are not paying your colleagues. And they turn around to accuse me, and you use that as a basis without withdrawing it. It is not fair to my image. It is not fair to my
Eba,
So when the national chairman intervened and said this matter should be resolved, he will take me to the governor. From the 9th, 10th, and 11th, I was always in the house of the national chairman, waiting to see my governor. My governor did not give access for me to come, only for the national chairman to tell me on the 13th, after I had received my invitation letter for this NEC, that I should go and see my governor will work out an arrangement and compensate me, and I should resign. And I said, Your Excellency, you told us in a meeting day before yesterday that only NEC has power to make us resign. The NWC met on the 12th, and they said they have no power to tamper with NEC decision. Why should I go and do this? And he said, obey me. I said, okay, let me go to my governor. I sent a message to my governor. The evidence is here. He did not welcome me. And the chairman came back, I reported to him. He said, no, you must bring that resignation because the governor wants to compensate you. And I said, please, that's the only compensation I want. I don't need any money. I don't need any appointment from my governor. But now that you have told him that what the state did was wrong, tell them to withdraw that. And I will postdate my resignation to the 31st of this month, when the extension ought to have elapsed. I gave all these windows, but nobody took me serious. A day later, I saw that the party was trying to progress in error. And I needed to save the image of the party, not to progress in error. Because Article 7, Roman figure 10, which deals with our aims and objectives, Article 7, Roman figure 6, that also deals with that, tells us clearly, do not allow suppression and oppression.
All right.
Protect the rule of law. So I needed to protect the constitution of APC because I'm in the constitutional review of the party. And I said, please, don't do that, because the requirement to remove a chairman of a party is very cumbersome under Article 12(9)(32). And the governor saw reason with me. And I said, please, if you decide to say, call all of us together and say the national chairman has told you what you did was illegal, I don't need to return to that office. There and then I will write my resignation and give to you. But you cannot say I have been impeached and on one breath you are telling me to go and resign. It is illogical. It doesn't make sense. That is my point. I am not desperate to be in office. I can't force myself on a governor who says he doesn't need me again. I am very loyal to him. I am ready to go, but do the needful. If that compensation that I was told is 500 million or 1 billion, Your Excellency, I have been begging you to do even a 1 kilometer road to my village for my people that have always stood by you. Use that money and do that road. God will give me food to eat. I am a farmer. I will have what to eat.
Just to clarify, Honorable Eba, just to clarify, this compensation you're talking about, is it a compensation that is due you?
I wouldn't know, but let me say this because I love my governor. When we came into office, my governor saw what I earned. And when we discussed that his predecessor was giving a contract to my predecessor to earn money in the range of about 14 million on grass cutting, which he was using to take care of structures and others, my governor made a promise to me. I will be giving you 10 million naira every month to take care of you. I must thank him. He did that for me for 1 month. But afterwards, he did not do again. And I did not complain because he said there is no money. And I have never put pressure on him. So if that has accumulated for 29 months, it is maybe 290 million. But I think the compensation anticipated here was that we want to cut your tenure before the time. So come and take this compensation and go. Come and take this appointment and go. Mr. President knows my capacity. It is within his hands to give me appointment of a day-to-day running. If he so desires, and I know God will use him to give me. Today I'm chairman of a rubber board, a temporary board. I want to make a difference there. But I'm available to work for the president and our party. So if the compensation is in monetary form, I am also donating it back to my governor. Use it and do 1 or 2 kilometer road for my people.
Okay, just to clarify, I mean, from what you've said, the governor had promised you 10 million naira every month, and so far the accumulation would have been 290 million naira. And if you had to leave before the cessation of your tenure, they would have accumulated the money and it would have come up to much more. But I want to confirm, if you know how this would read to your people when they hear that they're giving you 10 million naira just to take care of yourself in a country where we're having people who, a population of multidimensionally poor people. Is that a salary? Is that an allowance? Is that how things are being run in your state? Will the average Cross River citizen who hears this feel like, this is how government should be run and how government expenses should be used?
All right, thank you. Whether that is supposed to be the actual position that is lawful, legitimate, or not is not an issue here. The office of a chairman requires a special impress for running party activities. A lot of people depend on you for financial assistance. It is not to yourself. The chairman of a party must attend all burials, must attend all wedding ceremonies, will have to fly to attend all official activities, will have to fuel his car to do day-to-day activities, will have to run and do other things. If there is a marriage today, you are required to go and sponsor. This is on a day-to-day basis.
That means
but shouldn't that money come? That money shouldn't come from Cross River State taxpayers' funds. It should come from your party. Your party should take care of those bills.
That is what
not
we
taxpayers.
get dues of party which takes care of that. That's what I'm explaining to you. Party dues are being deducted. This is not from taxpayers' money. Every lawful member of the party pays dues. And this is the accumulation of which the governor ought to do. The governor was not going to do anything illegal. So do not get me wrong. But it is on the mind of His Excellency to do such things that are lawful. And that is what he wanted to do. So he was not being coerced. And when he said it was not comfortable to do it, I did not hold him to it. And I hold no grudge. You only asked where this compensation was meant to be. That is why I've clarified that. So no such thing came, and nothing has been done about it. And now it has come to an end.
Well, I do hope that you're able to find, that the state, I may be short of words because it feels like it's more lucrative to be a chairman of the political party in your state than it is to be the chairman of the NMDPRA. He said it was 4 million he was earning, and 10 million is a lot of money. So maybe we need to reassess our career goals.
And just before we go, don't you think...
If you choose to come and be chairman, it will be very good for you, because the hazards involved in being a chairman, your security maintenance, your car maintenance, and the people that follow you on a day-to-day work every day. Break 10 million naira in a month by 30 days. You will know that it comes to nothing under the present day, because you have more than 30, 40 persons to feed on every material day that are working with you. So 10 million in this issue does not come to anything very serious.
You've decided to take
like I said, that did not come, and there is no issue about it.
Honorable Eba, you've decided to take
the issue today, on the court order which I'm to speak about, the court has restrained the APC National. Get it right, it's not just a state. The APC, the NEC, and everybody from tampering with my tenure or any further extension that will be contemplated today, because there will be an extension that will be granted. Our present extension ends on the 31st. There is every likelihood that maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year extension will be granted. And the courts have said that please do not do anything to tamper with the smooth running of this man's right as chairman of party. It went further to say, my deputy chairman, whom I call a ceremonial deputy, and I will explain that to the court later, it is not for today, should not parade himself, even though he has been given the same letter that I got to be in INEC, that he should not go close to that place at all. And I'm advising the party, and I know they know, because they have serious legal minds, that you cannot use one state, small crisis, to create problem for the entire NEC. Remember, the decision that will be taken in today's NEC is going to be a tough one. They should not go against an order of court. I am a lawyer, and I am happy we have seasoned people in the party. They should obey this order of court. If they choose not to obey, it is no longer my problem. I will go the way I am to go and attend the NEC meeting. If you say attend and obey the court order, I will be part of it. If you say go away, I will go away quietly and report back whatever happens in the court on January 22nd, when this matter will be heard for the interlocutory motion.
Now, finally, Honorable Eba, before we let you go, you said you're a lawyer and you have a good working relationship with the Chief of Staff and the Governor. Why did you decide to take your own party to court? Don't you see it as undermining internal dispute mechanisms? And was there no other way this could have been resolved? Because a lot of people think it's a very, very serious matter for you to approach the courts without finding alternative ways to resolve this matter.
Thank you very much. This matter has been lingering for almost 4 months now. Throughout this whole moment, I was only heard once on channels to clarify an issue with one of the chapter chairmen that was being used to come and lock up the secretariat that masterminded some other illegal actions before now. I have maintained and exhausted all internal mechanisms. As you can hear, the national chairman of the party himself took over this matter, brought in some governors, and spoke to my own governor. Everybody was on one accord. The line of disagreement was very small. If you listen to me very well, chairman of party, your governor does not want you again, resign. I say, yes, sir, I will resign. But, sir, can a man who is said to have purportedly been impeached come back and resign? Can we make it better? Since that purported impeachment, because there is no word like impeachment in our APC constitution. I am not an elected government official. But because these people were kept in government house and spoon-fed and made under duress, the word they understood was impeachment. And they went and did this illegality, which the NWC itself has condemned, which my national chairman also condemned. And now, the only issue left was that you would go and resign. And I said I was waiting for my governor so that he will allow me and the national chairman come to him so that I can tender that resignation. It was an open thing. I did not argue. The caliber of governors that intervened, even the former governor said resign, and I said yes. Everybody said resign. I said no problem. I am going to resign. But I asked for only one thing, that my name has been mentioned in bad light. And now that you have said that this is not correct, this is wrong, this is illegal, can you withdraw that and then take my resignation? That is what has become difficult. And I don't know why that should be difficult. But now I have come to understand that some people say the way this guy is shining, he can become minister tomorrow. When power comes back to Cross River North, he might become governor. So let us put a stain on him. My dear brother, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Section 6, subsection 6B, Section 46, gives me the right to approach the court.
And you have exercised that right.
And obligation
Yes.
is being trampled upon. And that is why I did this as a Hobson choice. Even now that I'm in court, I am open to an amicable resolution of this matter.
And I'm sure that the governor can hear you say this, that you are open to an amicable resolution. Unfortunately, I would have to interject at this point, Honorable Eba. We are out of time for this conversation. We need to wrap up now. I'm sure the governor has heard you that you're open to an intervention, and we do look forward to seeing what the next steps will be for your party and for your chairmanship. Thank you for joining us to clarify the situation this morning on Breakfast Central.
Thank you.